Today we are going to be opening up an entire booster box of the newest TCG set, Twilight Masquerade. That is 36 whole packs of this newest set. Special shout out and thank you to the Pokemon Company International for gifting me these free Pokemon cards to open up early with you guys today. Yes, here we have it, guys. A whole booster box, which is 36 packs of the newest set, Twilight Masquerade. Again, shout out and thank you to the Pokemon Company International for gifting me these free cards to open up with you guys today. So we're going to pop this bad boy open and see if we can get one of those pesky Greninjas. We need one, at least one, I think 4 total for the deck to be able to play with it. So let's pop the booster box open, take a look at it in all of its glory. We have beautiful 36-pack booster box. So in trading card game stores, local game stores, whatever. I just said game stores a lot. But you will see this is how they have them displayed on the shelf, and they'll pull out the single packs for you to buy. So very cool to have a whole booster box to open up today. All right, so we will go ahead, take out 36 packs. That's so many packs. I've opened up a lot of booster boxes of Pokemon cards, and 36 packs never really gets old. I don't know, it's not surprising. I don't know, it's crazy. Anyway, here we go, are the 4 pack arts. We have the Ogerpon. Is this the Sinistcha or Poltergeist? I always get the two mixed up, so we'll figure it out as we go into it. We have Dragapult shooting out the Dreepies. That's very cool. And the Blood Moon Ursaluna. So, super sick. We're going to start off with the Ogerpon. Obviously, in this set, all of the Ogerpon types and whatnot are making their debut in the Pokemon TCG, which is super cool. Coming out of the Teal Mask DLC. So very, very cool. If you haven't played that yet, I highly recommend it. It's very, very good. Anyway, going into a Nose Pass. Very cool. Sea King, nice. I've seen a lot of Gen 1 love in this set, which is very cool. We got Glamora. Well, cool for me, because I like Gen 1, so... some people, not a big fan. We got Poliwrath. Hassel? Very cool. Brute Bonnet. I'm a big sucker for these ancient and future reverse holo cards. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. So very cool there. We have Slugma. And starting things off immediately with the Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon EX. Very, very cool to start off this new booster box with a hit. And it happens to be an Ogerpon. So that is super sick. Love to see it. Jumping into this second pack. Now, obviously, one of my big chase cards is the special illustration rare Dragapult. Very, very excited for that. And a couple of the A specs. I'm already blanking. I literally just looked at the book, and I'm already blanking on which ones exactly. This Dreepy is absolutely adorable. Gonna go in my little pile. The Feebas. The Milotic in this set is actually quite interesting. I'll be curious to see if it makes any play in TCG decks. We have Glalie, Kilowattrel, Brute Bonnet again, Illumise, very cute Pokemon, love it. Sandshrew, nice. Another Gen 1er in there, and we have Enamorus. Oh, I'm just kidding. Enamorus really isn't that bad. I'm just salty still about getting an Enamorus playmat when I was expecting a Giratina one at a regional championship. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm just salty, I guess. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, though, we are going to cook through the booster box a little bit quicker, but not too quick because I'm not skipping over any of these arts. Sorry. I could cook through until we get, you know, like hits, but that's not fun. My fun is in just opening the Pokemon cards because I love Pokemon, like, a lot. So we're gonna take our time. We have a Litwick. I do collect Litwicks as part of my Ghost Pokemon collection. Dipplin, very cool. Cramorant. Not a big Cramorant fan just because, like, eat my boy Pikachu. I'm not a big fan of that. Kieran. Very interesting character in the video game. It's about as far as I'll go with that. Look at this Fiona just chilling, living its best life in the water. Very clear water, by the way. It's good choice to chill in that water. We have Frostlass. I'm still, we've been doing the YouTube thing for over a year, and I'm still, like, very good at dialogue. As you guys can tell, extremely good at dialogue. Think of some of the most random things to say, but I'm sure that's probably why some of you guys are here, and I appreciate it. We have the Pinsir, looking for the illustration rare of the Pinsir. It is an absolutely gorgeous card. I did pull it in Japanese, and I'm a huge fan. We got Aron, Kilowattrel, Sandslash, cards falling off the pile there. That's a cool art. It's very Sandslash-like, you know? Checks out, makes sense. Lucian? I don't know that I'm saying that properly, but I think it might be close. Poltergeist. I love this. Very cool. Makes me think I was a really big fan of how they did the introduction to Poltergeist, or maybe it was Sinistra, with the whole video. I think it was like a 5-minute video on kind of the lore behind this Pokemon. Very cool. I was a huge fan of that. And it was just very well done. Which the Pokemon Company is very good at doing bits like that. I'm a big fan. So we got Okidoggy making an appearance in the TCG. I think those Legendary 3 were pretty cool. I was not a fan of them at first when I went through that DLC. Thought they were kind of cheesy, but then I really like Okidoggy. I think he's very cool. But yeah, they grew on me, as most Pokemon that I'm not initially a fan of do. We have Timber, another Aron, Sunflora. Very cool. There's a absolutely adorable illustration rare of that. Boomerang Energy, not super great. I'll be curious to see if it makes any appearances in any decks. Rayfurt, as a supporter, a reverse holo Eevee. We need this one for the Eevee collection. The Zero to Hero Palafin with a half of a book size text for the ability there. We have Iron Thorns EX, which its initialization ability is effectively the former Path to the Peak Stadium, shutting off abilities of Rule Box Pokemon. So Radiant Pokemon, EX, V, all of those are Rule Box Pokemon. So very interesting. I don't think it's like that great. It's obviously pretty good, but like, I don't know. I think there's going to be ways around it, but I'm also not super great at the TCG, so I'm probably wrong in some way. We got the Froakie. I remember pulling that one in Japanese. Such a cute card. Eevee. We got the Community Center. About healing damage. Not super great. The Iron Bundle. Such a cool art. Probopass. I always thought that was an interesting Pokemon. We got Emolga. Very nice. Emolga is such a cool Pokemon. I love Emolga. I have something about electric rodent Pokemon I'm a big fan of, I guess. Of Clomora. Yo! And we have our first full art. We have the Kieran. Very nice. I think this does a really good job at embracing the unknowns, perhaps, I guess, of Kieran. Very cool. I like that a lot. Kieran, I think, was just misunderstood in the game, is what I'll say. I wanted to initially say that Kieran was just kind of annoying, but I don't think that's fair. I think Kieran was just misunderstood. So, again, that's all I'll say without spoiling anything. I know some people haven't finished any of the DLCs, and that's totally fair, because they are time-consuming. That Darumaka art is so cool. I love that. Look at that. Beauty in simplicity. I absolutely love that art. That is so good. Got Apom just chilling. Are those cherry blossoms? Maybe? Either way, very beautiful. Palafin, nice. Shiyu. I give this Pokemon a lot of, I don't know, bad rep. I don't think it's a real legendary. I still don't. It's a cool Pokemon, but a legendary though? I don't know. We got Sunkern, Frostlass, and the Teal Mask Ogerpon. So cool. I think I'm going to start just like loosely collecting the Ogerpon cards because I think Ogerpon is super adorable and very cool. Again, another, I guess, character, if you will, in the DLC that was just misunderstood. Everybody's scared of it being an absolute savage. It's just a cute little Pokemon. But, again, I digress. I don't want to spoil anything. We have Slugma, Swirlix, Tadbulb, very cool. Obviously evolving up into the Bellybolt, which is super, super adorable. We have Love Ball, Scolipede. There's Bellibolt. Look at... So happy. I love it. So, so cool. We got Applin. Nice. Aggron. What is Aggron doing there? Just looked like Aggron's punching the ground. Like, you know, you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. However you handle your emotions. I guess if you gotta punch the ground, then you gotta punch the ground. It is what it is. Cooking right along here, guys. Again, shout out and thank you so much to the Pokemon Company International for gifting me these free cards to open up early with you guys. Super, super thankful for the opportunity to do so. Obviously, I can never thank them enough for that. We have Corphish. I love the map elements that we can see in some of these arts from the game. Very, very cool. Grookey. Nice, little Grookey. Grookey is so adorable, but so obnoxious in the anime in particular. If you know what I'm talking about, we have Festival Grounds. Hey, it's Snorlax. Nice. I always love a good Snorlax card. I'm a loose collector of Snorlax, so that's pretty cool. We got Glalie looking really cool. And that awesome looking, kind of like Stranger Things-esque art of Ting Lu. That is super, super cool. Jumping into another Ogerpon looking pack. So yeah, we just had the Indianapolis Regional Championships this last weekend. Super cool. I will have a vlog coming out. I did acquire one of the infamous Play Pokemon shirts because I was on stream. But not because I'm good at the game. Actually, quite the contrary. I was interviewed because I made a tweet about how it's okay to, you know, sometimes things are going to go poorly, and that's fine. It's totally fine. And I was really bad before about, you know, getting really down on myself about not doing super well. But we are playing a game that has a lot of random variance in it. And, you know, some of it is skill. Well, a lot of it is skill, don't get me wrong. But sometimes things can just go bad. And in this case, they did. Hey, we got one of the Greninjas as a small break for a second. This thing is absolutely insane. We got the Shinobi Blade. For 1 water energy, it does 170 base damage. You may search your deck for a card, any card, put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Insane. Absolutely wild. And then we have the Mirage Barrage. Okay. So this is basically the return of Urshifu VMAX, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. We have for a water and 2 colorless energies, discard 2 energies from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Insane. This card is going to be an absolute problem. But we'll see. Obviously, I think Dragapult is probably the biggest problem coming out of this set. But I still see Greninja being a huge upsetter. But yeah, going back to what I was saying before, I did make it on stream. Big shout out to Frosted Caribou, another YouTuber, content creator, and official Pokemon caster for the TCG, for reaching out to me and doing an interview.
I'm here with Justin West, who unfortunately didn't have the best time today, but has a pretty cool story. Justin, I saw you post something online that was very optimistic.
I'll throw some pictures in here or whatever, but the interview was super fun. Just trying to make a point that, like, it's okay if things don't go very well. There's plenty to do. And at the end of the day, we're all there just enjoying Pokemon. So that's the biggest point I wanted to make. But for now, we have a brand new set. There is a mean-looking Conkeldurr. Very cool. And we have Sinistcha. Such a cool Pokemon. I know now in Japan, they've got, like, the brush, and I'm not very familiar with, like, tea etiquette and the sets and stuff, but they have, like, the brush and the bowl and stuff that are made to look like that Pokemon, just like this. And I believe they're in the Pokemon Cafe, which I've never been to Japan. I know a lot about some of the Japanese, you know, like, Pokemon things you can do over there or whatever, because I consume a lot of Pokemon content. But as far as I'm aware, getting into the Pokemon Cafe is, like, insanely hard. You have to book well in advance. Anyway, that's where they have that. And I don't know if it's exclusive to that or if we can buy that stuff soon, but if we can, I will. Because I'm a weak human being, and I buy a lot of Pokemon stuff. Anyway, Poochyena, we have Corphish, looking really confused, and there's the Chandelure. Very nice. Very, very nice. Again, I collect the Chandelure line for my ghost-ish type, or at least half ghost type collection. So, very cool. We have Lightning Energy going into a Heliolisk. Very cool. Don't see a lot of that Pokemon, so that's cool. It's Ducklet. This is Real Breaking Nate's favorite Pokemon. Just kidding. It is not. He makes a very strong point about that. But that's funny. I'm going to set that aside. Maybe I'm going to give that to him. We have a Molga, Hisuian Growlithe. That's a good boy. We need the illustration rare of the Hisuian Growlithe. We did pull it in Japanese, and I freaked out because it's awesome. But yeah, hopefully we can pull it in English. Bug Catching Set. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal up to 2 in any combination of grass, Pokemon, and basic grass energy cards you find there. Put them into your hand. Very interesting. Be curious to see if that sees any play. We have Rillaboom, Spin in the Drumstick. What an absolute baller. We have Chi-Yu and Munkidori. This is probably my least favorite of the 3. Munkidori is just kind of goofy. I'm not gonna lie. And there's nothing wrong with being goofy. Just that Pokemon in particular is like extra goofy. I don't know. We have Psychic Energy, Poliwag, seeing its reflection for the first time. Looks a little scared. I usually am scared when I see my reflection, so that makes sense. Apom, Darumaka, just spitting fire. The Corphish. Kieran. We have Cramorant howling at the whatever. Tatsugiri. This is actually a very interesting Pokemon. I'm going to set it aside in the potentially playable pile. I don't know that it'll see a ton of play, but it's pretty cool. Being able to look at the top 6 of your cards and getting a supporter out of there seems very strong, but we'll see. We have Girder and Heatran looking ferocious as ever. I think I mentioned it in my other video. There's the Heatran in, I believe it is the Arceus Chronicles video, or movie video, the Netflix movie. Very, very good. That Heatran reminds me of it. We have Nosepass, Jinx, very cool. We got Floetta, Ambipom, nice. Going down those stairs of like the festival grounds. That's very cool. We have Aggron, Cook. Yo, Cook is being reprinted. Let's go. Heal 70 damage from your active Pokemon. Cooking up a delicious looking sandwich there. I'm now aware that I'm very hungry. We have Leafeon in a reverse foil, a Lairon, and an Alakazam. A very cool looking art. Very, very cool. Creeping up on halfway through this box here. Noticed I am going a little bit slower, which I did say I was going to do, but we might start picking up here just a little bit. We have Grookey, Helioptile, Finizen, very nice, Caretaker, this guy's super nice in the game. We have Farigiraf, Rayfurt, Diplin, very cool Pokemon. Funny to me that it's a dragon type, but I digress. We have Mightyena, Seaking, and the regular Blood Moon Ursaluna. Super cool. This is effectively kind of like Radiant Charizard, if you're familiar with that. Going to be pretty good in the, I believe, the Lugia deck. We have the Season Skill Blood Moon. Blood Moon used by this Pokemon cost colorless less for each prize card your opponent has taken. So basically, for each prize card your opponent takes, this attack costs 1 colorless energy less. It does 240 damage, so pretty good. So that's kind of a Pokemon you want to get out later on and swing with it for a lower attack cost. Obviously in Lugia you can kind of load it up a little bit easier, but using less energy is always better. We had the Sunkern going into Abra. Very cool. That art is absolutely gorgeous. The Skarmory, such a cool and mysterious Pokemon in my opinion. Applin. That one's rightfully a grass type. Clefable. We have the Tatsugiri, also hilariously a dragon type. I'm a fan. Floetta. Yo! Look at that Fione, however you want to say it. Very cool. The Wailmer's in there with, I think, is that a giant Wailord? That's so sick. Very cool. Manaphy and Fiona always getting such awesome arts. And the boy Hisuian Arcanine. Very cool. I love it. So there we go with the art special. No, the illustration rare. One of these days, guys, I'll get it right. But today is apparently not that day. We have a Psychic Energy going into Glimmet. Silly Pokemon. Lampent, I think I need that one. We have Ducklet, another Real Breaking Night special. Poltergeist. We have Chi-Yu, the fake legendary Lucky Helmet. Mightyena. Tangela, very cool. Torkoal, there we go. Nice. It's a cool Pokemon. We have Walking Wake to wrap up that pack. And then 2 more for this half of the booster box. I love opening me some booster boxes. And I'm fortunate to be able to open this set early with you guys. So let me know down in the comments if you are looking forward to this set in particular, and if there are any chase cards that you have from this set. Definitely let me know down in the comments. If you haven't seen the set list, you don't know if you have any chase cards, hit me with your favorite emoji. The interaction helps a ton. This tower stadium is going to be super good. Pokemon tools attached to each Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, have no effect. There used to be a tool, or it was an item at the time, Tool Jammer, that effectively did the same thing. So I'm very excited for that. We have Diplin, and we have Secret Box. That's cool. You can use this card only if you discard 3 cards from your hand, search your deck for an item card, a Pokemon tool card, a supporter card, and a stadium card. Reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Very interesting. I don't know that one's... And I need the Zapdos for my collection. That's super hype. Zapdos always has such awesome art. I mean, it helps that Zapdos is the coolest of the 3 legendary birds. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I don't know that the secret box is going to see, like, a ton of play. But it's certainly pretty good. I'll be curious to see how crazy people get with it. Certainly is a good combination. Discarding 3 cards can be a little tough, but the return is quite good. Yo, Trevenant's in the set! Let's go! Big fan of Trevenant. Such a cool Pokemon. I don't know what else to say about it other than just such an awesome Pokemon. We have a Mulga, Frogadier, looking for some more Greninjas. We have Revavroom, very cool and effective Pokemon. The Festival Grounds. Each Pokemon that has any energy attached, both yours and your opponent's, recovers from all special conditions and can't be affected by special conditions. That's kind of eh. Not a lot of super effective special conditions going around right now, so maybe that won't see a whole lot of play. And even if so, I don't know that it's super worth it to play a stadium like that. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. So we'll see what happens. We have Sandshrew kicking things off, going into a Chansey and a Tangela. A lot of Gen 1 love right here. Clefairy, love it. We got the Darmanitan. Is he just rolling around or jumping, flexing? I don't know. Either way, I'm here for it. We have Leafeon. Ooh, Swanna, the beautiful Ducklet evolution. Love it. Dreepy in the rain. Little happy dragon. We have Swirlix. Iron Leaves. Verizon Wireless Iron Leaves. Very cool. I always like... I'm a bigger fan of the future Pokemon, the future Paradox Pokemon, than I am the ancient ones. There's another topic right there. Hit me in the comments. Are you a fan of the future Paradox Pokemon or the ancient Paradox Pokemon? Or none at all. There might be none that you like. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the future ones. I think they look really cool. It's just more robotic, and I'm kind of into that. The robotic scene is pretty sweet. Brute Bonnet. We have Ambipom jumping down the stairs. Bug catching set. Very interesting. Reverse Hollow Bellybolt. We have Sandslash, Diggin, and Infernape. And to move these cards right here because the pile is getting quite large. But we're looking pretty okay here. We have for seven hits so far, and we're like halfway through the box. So on par to do pretty well here. We have Shinx, Poltergeist. That's a new looking art there. I love that. That's so cool. Wattrel, Varoom. We've got Glamora, very cool. Snorlax, love it. Love the good lax. We got the Happy Morpeko. I'm a big fan. Reverse Hollow Phantom, I think I need that. We have Jinx and Sinistra. Very cool to wrap that pack up for the rare. So if I happen to see any of you guys this last weekend in Indianapolis, thanks for stopping me, saying hi. I usually wander around the venue, and I'm already bad at recognizing people in general, so if I look right at you and I don't say anything, it's not intentional, I promise. I love talking to people at events. So if you said hi, thank you so much. Looking forward to the next endeavor as far as competitive Pokemon goes. But we have Cook, Perrin, going into Farigiraf. Very cool Pokemon. Yo, look at that. Look at that full art Palafin EX. Very, very cool. Put this Pokemon into play only with the effect of Palavin's 0 to Hero ability. Going to be a very interesting interaction. Especially for judges, which I am one. So we'll see. It's not hard. It's just, I think it could be misinterpreted. So we'll see kind of how that goes. Jumping into a Fighting Energy and a Volbeat. We have Goldeen, Sandygast, and the beautiful, beautiful crochet art. I always love those. Dreepy. Got Carmine. If you go first, you may use this card during your first turn. Discard your hand and draw 5 cards. Not insanely powerful, but could be used very interestingly. We got Heracross into Palafin. A reverse hollow Zapdos, very nice. Need that for the collection of the Zap die. Yeah, sure. Chandelure. Thinking plural Zapdos. You know, I think you probably understood what I was going for there, but yeah, good stuff. Words are hard. Fire Energy going into a Torkoal, that checks out. We have Kadabra, very cool art. Abracadabra and Alakazam always having very cool arts. Tangrowth, happy as can be, love it. We have Palafin with that 0 to Hero. So there's the ability that it's talking about. Tatsugiri, very interesting card. Then we've got the Diplin, a Kilowattrel with a very cool art. Palisand into the regular Palafin EX. Very, very cool. That is a hit, and we will take it. Little double Palafin action, back to back. Might need to try to... I mean, it's got the Giga Impact attack for 1 water energy, does 250 damage. It can't attack during the next turn, but I don't think that is a huge concern. It's just really funny. Girafarig. Vulpix this week in Pokemon Sleep. If you play that, it is a Fire-type week. As we prepare for Entei to enter the game, Vulpix is making its debut in the game. Handheld Fan. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, move an energy from the attacking Pokemon to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I don't think it's super great, but we'll see. We have Rillaboom, Ducklet in a reverse, and give that one to Real Breaking Nate. We have Cramorant and Ting Lu as we are crawling toward the end of this booster box. Again, with new sets, guys, sorry I go a little slower, but I'm not going to not do that because it's new Pokemon set and we're all excited for it. Chansey. Yo, we have Dracloak. That's very cool. I think that deck is mostly concerned about playing the rare candy build, but we'll see. Jamming Tower, very good. We have a Glaceon, that's nice. Need that for the Eevee collection. Sandslash. Diplin. Yo! And another Diplin. Oh, look at that art. It's so cute. With a little Squovit down on the bottom. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's so good. Honestly, like, I can get all the playable cards that I want. You know, TCG player, all that stuff. I'm here for opening up these art rares because I think they're absolutely incredible. Very, very good. And they've been so good lately. We have Eevee. Cards are getting kind of hard to pull off that way, so we're gonna do it this way. We have Slugma, Swirlix, Lana's Aid. Nice. We have Lana coming in from Sun and Moon. I was blanking there for a second. Revavroom, Tadbulb, very nice. We have Heatran, and Teal Mask Ogerpon. Very, very cool. Heading into this one, we have, what kind of energy? We have a water. Cool. We have Tangela, Shinx, Clefairy, wandering around. Varoom, Iron Bundle, Lucian. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but we're going to go with it. Darmanitan, Spinarak, Clefairy, and a Heatran. So a lot of these kind of more common arts, I think, are ones that we are starting to have seen already, so we can kind of cook through them just a little bit. We have a Tadbulb, very cute. That Applin art is so good. Flabebe. We have Litwick. Ogre's Mask. I think that one's pretty good. I don't want to read it through right now, but we're going to keep it aside. Enhanced Hammer, obviously pretty good. Shinx. The Iron Bundle in a reverse holo. We got something there, guys. We have the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Very cool. This card is pretty good, but obviously, like, look at that art. It's probably one of the single greatest regular EX arts, in my opinion. I just think it looks so good. I'm a fan of Ogerpon in general, but I think that art is just absolutely incredible. So, going into a basic fighting energy, we have Volbeat, Luxio, Goldeen, Sandygast. The camera is not wanting to focus very well, sorry. We have Carmine, Swanna, Bellybolt, happy as can be, Tangrowth, Hisuian Growlithe, and a Frozlass. We have 4 packs to go, guys, of this booster box. Again, shout out and thank you to the Pokemon Company International for gifting me these free Pokemon cards to open with you guys for this new exciting set. We have Palisand, Timber, Spinarak, Glalie, Kilowattrel, Brute, Bonnet, super cool, Rayfort, Poliwag, now my pronunciation is just all over the place, Poliwag, and Infernape to wrap that one up. Looking really good on the hits, though. This has been a good one. It's been a very good one. We have a basic Metal Energy, followed by Dreepy, Feebas, into a Vulpix, another Eevee, Snorlax, Lana's Aid. So cool. It's good to see her again. We have Leafeon, Luxio, Skarmory, and Munkidori into the last 2 packs. We're going to save the Teal Mask Ogerpon for the last pack, guys. Jumping into this one here. See if we can get one more hit out of these 2 packs. We'll see. We have the Hisuian Growlithe, Poliwag, Apom, Darumaka, Community Center, good old Iron Bundle, just hauling. Love it, just taking off. Probopass, Thwackey, Poliwrath, and Iron Leaves, which leaves us with 1 pack. We have the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, opening up this new set today. It's always exciting to be able to open up the new sets with you guys a little early, so very cool. Again, this set comes out on May 24th, so definitely keep an eye out for it to drop. Here we go. Last pack. We have Froakie, Phantom. Let's see if I can get this back in order here. We have Slugma, Revavroom, very cool. Rillaboom, spinning the drumstick. That's such a cool card. Handheld Fan. We have Eevee, Abra, and today, guys, we're going to end this early opening. Again, thank you to TPCI for the gifted product. We're going to end it on a Hisuian Arcanine, which is not a hit, but I love it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's Pokemon card opening. Thank you for hanging out with me as we opened up the newest Pokemon TCG set, Twilight Masquerade. Again, massive shout out and thank you to the Pokemon Company International for gifting us these free products to open up today. If you like the video, be sure to go down there, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But until the next one, guys, keep being awesome as always, and we'll see you then. Peace.